Hey, Mark. Hey, Bow. It's not even. Same as usual. Hey, Jimmy. You have been missed lately, Jimmy. People have been missing you. Glad to see you pop by. Hey, Shazzy. Hey, Blue Jays. Yeah, we're moving. Not entirely sure when. And I mean, end of October. So we're moving in like a month. Work sucks lately. Yeah. I remember what that's like. And 12. And I've gotten nothing. Hey, Courtney. I mean, we've already given our hey Glasgow. We've already given our notice, so we kind of do have to leave. Yeah, like I said, we've already given the scene down. Eh, that hurt my back. I don't know JBS. Yeah, it did hurt my back. I'm not entirely sure. So yesterday I got up. Yesterday after I got up, went into the bathroom and you know was bending over a little bit, and my back just completely gave up. Gave out. So yeah, my back's been sore for a couple days now. Don't know what I did to it, but hey PK, hey Chip. Been banished from Chantel World. What did you do? I'm kidding. She was on a mission today. Was she? She was already out by the time I got up. Has she? As far as I know, she's doing okay. She was already out by the time I got up, so didn't see her yet today. Today, I had KFC for dinner. I ordered myself some KFC and hello wave. Stanley. No, I started to post a live by accident with like the wrong camera. I had the wrong camera set, but I have KFC chicken. I ordered chicken. No, Courtney, the I never get angry about the hey baby, how's my back? Yeah, still a bit sore today. Give me a second here. There, my very, very brief 8-second live is deleted now. Hey, Zombie Queen. Oh, and there's Chantal. I mean, yes. I don't know if it's every KFC, but yeah, our KFCs are usually with Taco Bell as well. All right. I think Chantal just got home, so I'm going to go say hello. So give me 2 minutes here. Just wanted to go meet Chantal. My room is so much cleaner. It's not. My room is really not very clean. I do need to clean it. Chantal, she seems okay. I just went to say hello to her, and she seems okay. Hey, Killface. Postcard drama. I don't even know about the postcard drama. I don't think. I try not to pay attention to drama, so postcard drama. I don't even know what the hell that's all about. Jordan, survive. I will survive. Get it? It's because it's. I try to for all my titles. I try to put live into the titles of my lives. You don't get it? It's not very good. Uh, no problem. No problem, Jordan. It's a terrible pun anyway, so don't worry about it. Deadpool announcement. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be a fun movie, and it's presented well. They're having Ryan Reynolds is having a lot of fun. You know, always has a lot of fun with the Deadpool movies and like the way they went about announcing it, and yeah, they're definitely having a lot of fun with it. So good for them. Wolverine will be in it. Yep. Babylon 5. Never watched Babylon 5 actually. Thanks, Lady Fire. Now, I don't know. I don't know if I'll bother doing it close. I mean, I've been at the same level for months. Why do I think I'm depressed? Uh, because my brain. Tucker Carlson was a guest speaker at the founding member of the Hells Angels. That seems like a weird choice. Tucker Carlson is this. He is. Tucker Carlson is fucking awful. Tucker Carlson sucks so bad. He's so terrible. And he always looks so confused. Like, anytime you see a screenshot of him, he's got this same look in his face, like, hmm? Huh? 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 Such a jackass. What's wrong with Tucker Carlson? What's right with Tucker Carlson? Guy's always been a jackass. Catherine, hello. Gillface, yeah, I watched Crossfire a couple times as well. I have not, Julia. I still remember John. I still remember Jon Stewart just absolutely destroying them, like going on Crossfire, and like they were expecting, nice fun comedy, yay, haha, the funny man making the funny jokes, ha ha ha. Jon Stewart just fucking shredded them. Just straight up told them that they were hurting the country. Ghastly? I don't drink Ghastly. Tucker is the heir to the Swanson frozen dinner fortune. Is he? I might have heard that before. That I don't particularly give a shit about. Except, rich people are bad. that's just me and my eat the rich. Hey Shay. Catherine? I mean, I called down to her. She told me she's fine. And Chantal is not fucking rich. You people do not know what rich is. Chantal is not broke. Chantal is well off. Chantal makes good money. She is not fucking rich. Hey, Dan. Like, you people just genuinely don't fucking know. Some people just do not understand what the fuck rich actually is. They'll see someone making a couple $100,000 and like, rich, rich. And it's like, no. What is rich to me? I would say once they're at like $20 million, $50 million, $100 million, a fucking $1 billion. Thanks, Josie. I hate myself for that pun. Like, yeah, honestly, even 20 million, even 20 million, I'm not actually mad at people who have like who are worth $20 million. Like, even somebody who's worth $20 million, I'm not mad at them. 15 million is not rich. Like, what I would say is, not to the point where it's worth being mad at those people. Somebody who's worth $15 million, they don't have to sweat for money. Half a million, nope, half a million a year is not rich. It is not rich at that point. Doing very well, absolutely ask. Absolutely doing very well. Large active investments, and yeah, like at that point, it's the people who are like fucking shaping the economy. The people who fucking the people who set interest rates. Those people are fucking rich. The people with Dandy. I don't think I banned Dandy. Again, Ekaterina, there's a difference between well off. Like, there's a difference between well off and being rich. When we talk about eating the rich, like when people talk about eat the rich. They're not talking about somebody who's worth a few $1 million. Doctor, I wouldn't describe a doctor as rich. Most lawyers I would not describe as rich. Honestly, even actors and actresses, at that, like, once they start having, like, once they become business moguls, that's rich. Most lawyers make over 500,000 a year. Yeah, and that's fine. Honestly, that's fine. Doctors making a few $100,000 a year or $1 million, that's fine. I got no problem with that, with those people. Uh, People who engage in vulture capitalists, or people who engage in vulture capitalism. You know, like the people who will like buy up a business and sell off every bit of it, and fuck over the employees in the process. They're rich. Hi, Gail. Hey, Julie. I'm okay. You like the dude from Pretty Woman? The character. I mean, not even. I don't know. I've never seen that one. Best friend's capital case lawyer. Yeah. Thoughts on taxation without representation? Um, it's a pretty shitty thing to do. I mean, I am definitely, if you're paying, if you have to pay taxes, you deserve representation, which is why DC needs to get somebody in the fucking Senate. Hey, alien. And yeah, as long as Puerto Rico is going to be treated as a territory of the U.S., they deserve to have representation in the House and in the Senate. So, like, I don't even know what the fuck that's supposed to mean, Katerina. What I'm saying is that when people talk about eat the rich, when people use the phrase eat the rich, they don't mean lawyers and doctors. They don't mean football players and actors. They mean the people who have multiple private jets. I have never crossed the border illegally. No, hey, astronaut, don't be a dick, astronaut. Exactly, Boop. It's yeah. Specifically, the people running the bank, Jimmy. We don't mean tellers. We mean the people running the banks. Wait, more than 50, but yeah, we're talking about the 1% of the 1%. Really, really, like we're talking about the 1% of the 1%. We're talking about the people who control the means of production. We're talking about fucking Howard Schultz trying to fuck over all the people, all the unionized employees of Starbucks. We're talking about the Waltons. We're talking about those people. Like we're talking about Yeah, CEOs of major companies. Yeah, insurance company CEOs. I mean, that's gone well for more than years. Well, no. Right, boob. We don't mean, yeah, it's not about doctors. It's not about doctors. It's about people who decide the price of insulin. Those are the fucking rich. The person who decides this is what insulin costs, that person is fucking rich. The president? I mean, depends on the president. Yeah, fuck it, fine. Yeah, fucking eat the president. Thoughts on George Soros? He's one of the rich who needs to be eaten. Yeah, he throws money at good causes, but he is also legitimately part of the problem. You can't buy your way out of being part of the problem. How do I feel about Justin Trudeau? Eh, not a fan. Same thing about Bill Gates. I do say the same thing about Bill Gates. And you know what? Fuck Bill Gates' support of charter schools. Like, Bill Gates is a big supporter of charter schools, which suck. CEO of Google? Yeah, fuck that dude. Gates wanted to block out the sun for 100 years. I use Uber Eats, Jordan. But yes, weirdly obsessed with circumcising it. Okay. Federal employees getting reconciliation day off work. I'm always in favor of people getting days off work. When Trudeau's daddy was the man behind President. Yeah, yeah. Not a. I mean, Pierre Trudeau did some pretty horrible shit when he was prime minister, and yeah, outside of his time prime minister. So yeah, Pierre absolutely did some shit. Bullshit, radish. What I would say, honestly, 9 digits, 9 figures. I would say anyone like the point. I would put 9 figures as the point at which you gotta fucking go. Like, you're making way too fucking much money. Not something I've heard about. Oop, oop. Yes, I am in favor of a universal basic income. Yes, I am absolutely in favor of that. What does eat the rich mean? What it really means is really, I mean, it's just a slogan for criticizing people of a certain level of wealth. Milk, dark or white. I think I usually prefer milk chocolate. Most likely have a because it fucking sucks. How can a grown man not have a drink? Because I don't like driving. I did have my driver's license. Like, I got my learners back when I was a teenager. I was always a very nervous driver. Hey, MG. I didn't enjoy driving. Um, so I let it expire. I mean, I can. I'd let Chantal give me driving lessons. I don't. I mean, I would barely need driving lessons. Like, I did learn how to drive. I need a refresher, but like, I don't want to drive. It's something where I can, I can take. If I can't get a ride, I can take a bus. But public transportation exists. I would be able to take it if I ever bothered leaving my house. Jordan, she wasn't calling me. She was talking. She's on the live. She says she's talking to her chat. Can't drive because of my Meniere's disease. Uh, yeah, that probably does make sense. I have taken public transportation. I have taken the bus before. I do not smoke weed. Nervous about everything? Kinda. Thoughts on the safety of road dome? Last time I took the bus. I mean, it's been a while. Admittedly, it's before I moved in with Chantel. It would have been pre-COVID. Last time I took the bus would have been pre-COVID. I probably would have been taking it to a therapy appointment. MG, just I wouldn't watch the videos. Could visit my mom more. Don't know that I could. Real world is outside and not in your house. Yeah, but the real world is big and scary. Hey, Mel. Hey, Gish. Can I ride a bike? I mean, I did learn how to ride a bike. It's been forever. Motorcycle? No. No, motorcycles really scare me. Julia, oh, yes, we will be going to see my mom and tomorrow, and yeah, we are taking her out for dinner. No, COVID is not over. Hey, Diana. You know what's interesting? So, mention bikes. Um, Good night, Killface. People don't know. Scientists have not actually figured out how a bicycle stays up. Otto's not a city where you need to. It's not a particularly. Yeah, I mean, it's not a particularly. It's certainly not a pedestrian or certainly not a walking friendly city. Um, but I mean, like I said, public transportation is a thing, so you can get around using the bus. Uh, he didn't ban masks on plane. He simply said that they're no longer required. There's a difference between that, and he was wrong. Masks absolutely should be something that should still be required on planes. Yeah, I find it so interesting that like scientists don't know how a bicycle stays up. It's like it. They're just not completely sure how it works. Yeah. COVID's not back. COVID never went away. Like COVID's been around. It's never gone away. What's happened is people have just decided that it's okay to let people die of it. Like people just stopped caring about the deaths from COVID or about the lifelong health issues that that people can get from COVID. Oh no, MG is somebody mentioned Trudeau saying that masks are banned, and I was saying that masks are not banned; they're just no longer required on planes, but they should be. Wait, oh yeah, there's still plenty of people dying from COVID. Hey, Clunker. Wave? Not necessarily. Even then, not necessarily. Especially because COVID does mutate. Yeah, I had COVID briefly, but I did some of this not that. I don't know. Did I get COVID from Chantal? I would assume so. I would assume that I got it from her. No, Lupin. I mean, I don't think COVID is sorted. And one thing that COVID has made completely clear: when that super virus comes along, a solid third of the population is just not going to give a shit. Will do absolutely fucking nothing, nothing at all to address it. I do not have a PS4. Kovacs would be mixed with a flu shot. Yeah, that's probably a pretty smart way of doing it, honestly. Sure, but like it's the same thing. Like it's millions of people are going to get infected just because of the people who refuse to be responsible, who refuse to give a shit about other people. Would love to play Trivial Pursuit. So would I, honestly. But I do enjoy trivia games. I mean, what I'm saying, Lupin, is that people are going to die because of other people being irresponsible because they don't give a single wet hot fuck about other people. Hey, Jenny. You know, like the people who right from the start were whining and complaining about having to wear fucking masks inside a, like from the start, there were people complaining about having to wear a mask inside stores. Like, what the most absolute fucking most basic goddamn bit of the tiniest fucking inconvenience. What masks do is reduce the risk of you spreading a disease. Masks won't stop masks won't stop you from getting COVID, but it will help. But it will help a little bit to with stopping you from spreading it. Masks are not to protect you. Masks are to protect everyone around you. Boyfriend wore a mask until a month ago. Fuck, when I go into a store, I still put my mask on. Oh, you mean at work? Yeah. Working shift wearing mask. I mean, sure, it's annoying. Well, good for you, Lupin. I don't fucking care. Like I said, the mask isn't to protect you. The mask is to protect everyone around you. I like masks because they cover my ugly. Yeah. Exactly, MG. Like, that's common. People wear, it's common in Japan for them to wear masks when they're sick because they don't want to fucking spread that shit. Meanwhile, fucking, you know, there's a shitload of people who refuse even that most basic of courtesies. Even that it is the single most basic fucking thing you can do to help prevent you from spreading a disease. And people fucking whined and complained and screamed and shouted and fucking raged about it. And it's like, what the fuck, dude? Just put on your fucking mask, you self-centered pricks. Allison, someone who doesn't leave his room unless. Yeah, fuck you, Allison. You know what? I don't even fucking care about your. Fuck you. I don't even fucking care about your super chat. You can fucking take your money back for all I give a shit. Fuck you, Allison. Yeah, but I know that I do need to go. I need to get my booster. I don't have my shit together. Just one, fuck you too, Spam. Man, fuck off. I got two, Lupin. I think I got. I think I got one of the Pfizer and one of the Johnson Johnson. I think maybe. I don't remember. It's been a year. It's been a year. Therapy helping me. Uh, I don't even really know yet, to be honest. Yes, I am in therapy. Once a month, I speak to a therapist. Good for allergies. Am I going to get a booster shot? I do want to. Probably. Yeah, luckily I haven't been. I don't even international travel. I don't even have my passport. Speaking of which, I'm pretty sure I'll need to contact the government of Quebec to get my birth certificate so that I can get a passport. Then feel more comfortable talking to a man or a woman. In general, I think probably a woman. All right. Good night, Gail. Last time I changed my bed sheets, I don't want to talk about that. Longer than it should have been. How many shots in Canada? I'm not actually sure because I've been shitty and haven't been going. Tony Soprano had a female therapist. Okay. Last time I had a drink. You mean an alcoholic one? It's been over 10 years. It's been over 10 years since I had anything with alcohol in it because and I've said before, it wasn't any sort of moral stance or anything like that. It's like, why am I bothering? Why am I even bothering with drinking this? I don't care. Like I used to like strawberry daiquiris, but it's like, I am drinking this so that I don't taste the alcohol. Hey, ghoul titties. So why am I bothering drinking it at all? Yeah. Oh, my credit's fine as far as I'm aware. I haven't actually even checked my credit. As far as I know, it should be fine. Hello, ghoul titties. What do I do for fun? Yeah, kill time. What am I doing tomorrow? Yeah, going to see my mom tomorrow. Hi, Nancy. Yeah, gonna go see my mom tomorrow. Just lost a brother from drinking. My condolences, Gail. 50? Yeah. Hey, Icky. I did not ban Dandy. I'm sure I'll have a nice time seeing her. Hey, went down. Jeff Hardy can't get in Canada. We probably don't want Jeff Hardy in Canada. Yeah, we're gonna take her up for supper. I haven't decided where we're gonna take her, but it'll be fun. Yeah, well, not a big deal, MG. Don't worry about it. Throw $20 at the or however, yeah, whatever you're gonna give me. Throw it at the here. Throw it at the Hero Initiative charity. Throw some money at the Hero Initiative. Do I like Carl Sagan? I mean, I haven't really. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Carl Sagan was a yeah. I mean, Carl Sagan was an incredible guy. Just finished work on Hero. The Hero Initiative. Carl Benjamin. I don't know who that is. Because I had to move house. Kitty Pride has not really feeder. No, I mean she goes by Kate now, but yeah, phasing is basically just what she does. I mean, there's some. Sorry, just give me a second here. So I got the cat. Oh, isn't that guy a total douchebag? Anyway, yeah. I have not Anunnaki. No. No, feeder. Not in the comics. In the comics, she goes by Kate Pride now in the comics. Uh, yeah, she cannot time travel. Uh, Face charity? Yeah, it's a great one. Yeah, she phases. Like she can phase through, like she can phase her body so that she can go through solid matter. She can carry other people through it. It lets her walk on air. It does, depending on the writer, it does also give her some resistance to uh, telepathic attacks. I don't know why you'd be surprised, Banzi. Nightcrawler is definitely a favorite of a lot of people. Oh, don't worry about it, Jordan. I don't know why you deleted I don't know why you deleted your cat's comments. Let your cat let your cat chat. Let your cat chat to us. It's fine. We like talking to cats here. Except for time traveling. Yeah. I mean, it just kind of sucks that it kind of sucks that they had to pull Rachel out of the story for that to work. You know what pisses me off about the Days of Future Past movie, actually? The comic, Days of Future Past, that comic is a Kitty Pryde story. But because it was the Fox X-Men movies, couldn't have the focus be on anyone other than fucking Wolverine. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, I hated how much the Fox X-Men movies just would not stop with fucking Wolverine. They made him the hero of everybody else's stories. And it's like, fuck off. Close the door. It's pretty shitty. Close the door. Wolverine will sell more. I mean, sure, but hey, Ravishing. Hey, Heinz. I mean, I don't really know anything about her Redux. Sorry, Caitlin. Kitty is my bae. I know. I love Kitty Pryde. I've always loved Kitty Pryde. Why Wolverine not wear his costume? Because the Fox X-Men movies were ashamed of being comic book movies. They were always ashamed of it. So yeah, they just like, oh no, we're not putting on. So that's why the first movie. Would you prefer yellow spandex? Banzi. There was the Pride of the X-Men pilot. She was a main character in the pilot of Pride of the X-Men. That series never actually got picked up. The 90s X-Men animated series never actually used her. No, it was not an inside job. Like, she is one of the most glaring omissions from the 90s animated series. We're not talking about that shit. We're not talking about 9/11. Oh yes, X-Men Evolution. Yeah, Kitty Pryde was one of the main characters in X-Men Evolution, which I've never actually watched. I never actually did get around to watching that one. What happened to my back? I don't know. I don't know. I bent over and it just hurt. Is Wolverine? Yes, Wolverine in the comics is 5'3". Kitty was always me. Wanda was always my friend. We were enemies. That's cute. Zoe? Oh yeah, I can walk without pain. It's just a little bit sore. X-Men version of a honey badger. Exactly. He's the X-Men version of a Wolverine. Like, he's a wolf. Like, that's like Wolverines. They're small, but they are vicious. They're not large creatures, but they will take down fucking anything. They are vicious little bastards. Can the X-Men beat the... Oh, hell yes. The Avengers have no defense against telepathy. What happened is that I'm old. Close the door. I think what happened is that I am at injure my back, hurt my back bending over years old. Please watch X-Men Evolution. I know I should. It's just video yesterday of a honey badger staying up to and scaring off 4 lines. Yeah, honey badgers are pretty nasty too. Go to the emergency. Oh, I'm fine. Oh, good night, ghoul titties. Yeah, like the Avengers have no defense against telepathy, and the X-Men have multiple telepaths. And you know what? Cyclops has multiple plans in place for fights against the Avengers. Because that's what Cyclops does. Cyclops Cyclops plans. Yeah, I mean it's like you know, what the hell is Hawkeye going to do against literally any member of the X-Men? Any member, like literally any member of the X-Men. Phasma? No, I've never played Phasma. Scott Summers is not gross. Scott Summers is great. He's absolutely he's one of my absolute favorite characters. I mean, you look at the X-Men, like Storm, total control over the weather. Iceman can freeze the fucking world if he ever let loose. Punisher killed every Marvel superhero. I mean, that was an AU storyline. That doesn't count. Scott and Jean were both gross. Ah, they're great. Rapture. He's got the healing factor, but he's got enhanced senses and he's enhanced physical. He's feral. Like Scott, don't really like Jean. Jean's good. I like Jean well enough. Hey, Frank. Scott and Jean both are gross. Would love to see Storm and Thor. I mean, Thor would crush Storm. Thor is literally the only threat to the X-Men. And again, telepathy. But I mean, oh, sorry. Hello, Franks. But I mean, regardless of who the governor is, you know, sucks for Floridians. Certainly. Thank you, Guardian. I disagree, MG. Scott is almost always great. Jean is usually really good. Depends a little bit on who's writing her. She's had some unfortunate times, but most of the time, Jean's pretty cool. Legion. I watched the first season of Legion and loved it. I never got around to the rest of the series. Like I wanted to, like I intended to. I always intended to watch the rest of Legion. I just never got around to it. But yeah, I did really like the first season of Legion. Really, hey shucks. I really liked how just weird it was. I did not block J. Dot now. I assume she's just busy. Oh, it's her birthday. It's J. Dot's birthday, of course. Jean can take the Avengers out on her own. A lot of them, yeah. Umbrella Academy. Never watched Umbrella Academy. Have not and will not watch the Dahmer series. Send me your source. My source is 60 goddamn years of comic books, MG. That's my source. My source is that issue 10 of the original X-Men run had Jean throwing rocks at a T-Rex and knocking it over. I don't know what. I mean, mostly Caitlin, because it's not something that I enjoy. I don't really enjoy true crime shit. Rogue is definitely a popular one. Hey, Patty. MG, I will guarantee that I have read more X-Men comics than you have. Yeah, I mean, like, who has the worst superhero powers of legit superheroes? Uh, I mean, there's no. What I would say is that Aquaman. He's super strong and tough, and he being able to talk to fish has its uses. Professor X is your favorite? Eh, Professor X is kind of a douche. Do Chantal and I ever watch movies together? No, not really. Yeah, sure, Icky, go ahead. Most powerful hero or villain? I mean, it depends. it's it very like it depends on the storyline, really, as far as that goes. Pretty much, Donald. Depends on the writer. Pretty much. You're banned, Dickie. Right, Bandy. Like Aquaman is actually powerful. Like again, bearing in mind, I don't actually read DC, but I do read a lot of Marvel. Um, Scotty, I mean, because there is a lot to it. Uh, there's the cataloging. Um, it takes two or one. Yeah, I mean, there's learning how to catalog. There's learning databases. There's learning uh, archival. Uh, how to archive stuff. Um, Even just learning how to research, you need to learn how to do that. Um, there's reader's advisory. First job was a librarian. I was 15. Um, Marketing. How'd I like to have the show? Well, okay, MG. Here's the thing. Why do you dislike Cyclops, MG? Why do you say Cyclops is gross? Miss Reader's Digest. Like, what's your problem with Cyclops? He cheated on Jean, or he cheated on Madeline and on Jean. Those two things sucked. Like he did that sucks about him. It's hard to blame him for the situation with Madeline because that was editorially mandated. Um, Even the situation with Jean, it's a little bit complicated because it's you know both of them were going through some shit. But like, yeah, the cheating was terrible of him. The abandoning his wife and his wife and son, editorial fucked up with that part. But yeah, I mean, like, what's wrong with Cyclops? And what's wrong with Jean? Yeah, what's gross about Jean? She's not perfect, but Cyclops is a great a little bitch. Cyclops is a stone cold badass and always has been. Like there's never been a time that Cyclops has never been a stone cold badass. He's not as flashy about it as a lot of people. Yeah, go ahead, Chef Cook. It's not something I can join you for, unfortunately, because I don't play Fire Emblem. But yeah, you go ahead. But like a little bit, no. I did not block Icky. Sexiest superhero. He's always been a good person. He's always been a good person. Someone who like is dedicated to helping others. Even during his weird terrorist phase, he was out there trying to protect people. And he's a good dude. He has trouble with emotions, but he tries. Yeah, like that's one thing about Cyclops. He always tries. He's terrible at emotions, but he tries. Like he's always willing to go out of his way to help people. Um, you know, Protecting civilians is always top on his mind. Magneto's a good man. Usually. Jeez, MGs. Well, who is it you like, MG? Actually, like him less because right, Banty. Like a lot of people hate Cyclops because of that. Like a lot of line. Like a lot of people who are like Wolverine fans hate Cyclops because he's so straight. Like Wolverine is or Cyclops is just so straight edge compared to Wolverine's all, you know, I'm the best there is at what I do, but what I do isn't very nice. While Cyclops is, you know, what he does is usually very nice. Wolverine's like, Wolverine sucks. I've I've never been a fan of Wolverine. Busy packing? Of course not one. I've never been a fan of Wolverine. It may say something about me that like personality. He does not. Cyclops has plenty of personality. Cyclops is somebody who struggles with emotions, but who tries. And Caitlin, entirely possible, Caitlin, because Wolverine. I grew up in the '90s. Bear in mind, I grew up in the '90s. You could not like it was tough to pick up a Marvel comic that didn't have Wolverine show up. Still is. So yeah, Wolverine being so hyped, that probably did factor in. But I think another part of it is Wolverine's a jerk. I mean, like that's part of why people like Wolverine is because he's a jerk. He's the guy who does what has to be done. And it's like, We'll get it done, Julia. Because if we look at superheroes as a power fantasy, how is Cyclops a bully? Or a frat boy? Like, how is he a frat boy? Like, he's the guy that everyone dunks on. I haven't seen her nails yet. Frat boy. Wolverine is the frat boy. Guy who gets drunk, has sex with tons of ladies, and punches people and gets into fights. Cyclops is the kid who spends all his time in the library. Cyclops is the kid who spends every moment of his life in the library. Like, that's the thing, though, Bansi. I'm not a fan of the asshole characters. If you look at, I think that's what it comes down to. If you look at superheroes as a power fantasy, Wolverine is the fantasy of, the jerk with a heart of gold, being able to tear through enemies and slice them up, and you're still morally in the right. Wolverine is a violent power fantasy. Cyclops is not that. Cyclops is a power fantasy of, like, being the good dude who tries to do the right thing, and it's just they're different. They're very different fantasies. Frat Wayne, like, jock. Yeah, Wolverine is very restrained. Or Cyclops. Like, Cyclops can level a mountain if he takes his glasses off. The vigilantly justice. Right, MG. Like, it's sort of like Batman. It's the fantasy of solving things violently, of hurting people. It's sort of a revenge fantasy of being able to hurt people. Hey, Alicia. Wolverine is all about hurting people, while Cyclops is all about not hurting them. How's my day? Not too bad, Alicia. You? Rogue is goth wife material. She's married to Gambit now. Yeah, I mean, like, Cyclops, if he takes off his visor and opens his eyes, he could do untold damage. He could, like, level a mountain. So he spends his entire life, every moment of the day, he spends in restraint. He holds back. I thought they married. He's a monk. I mean, not really a monk, because he does still fuck. Cyclops absolutely fucks. Gambit and Rogue was the years in the making. Yeah, since like 1990. 1991. Not right off the bat, but like very, very early after the first meeting. Yeah, so like 1991. It took until, it took good 20 years, 20 odd years for them to get married. 25 years? Maybe 25 years. It took like 25 years for them to get married. I forget when that doesn't. Emma Frost. He was with Emma Frost. MG. You're gonna tell me that Emma Frost doesn't fuck? Marvel Legends? Yes. There's X-Men Legends and Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Yeah, you're gonna tell me that Emma Frost doesn't fuck? Emma Frost absolutely fucks. And Scott Summers was with her for a long time, which means Scott Summers absolutely fucks. Probably Pat. I disagree. I think that Cyclops has spent a great deal of time researching the best ways to make love, to have sex. So I think that Cyclops is actually probably really good. I think I always use Storm. For Ultimate Alliance 3, for Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, I absolutely played Ms. Marvel. You're not banned, Icky. Hey, Nicole. Thoughts on Sabretooth? I hate Sabretooth. I find Sabretooth to be a boring character, to be a boring villain. He's almost always just miserably one note. That's the reason you. I mean, she probably has done that at MG. You're not wrong that that probably does happen, but no. I mean, I think that Cyclops, he's done the research, and he was with Madeline. He was for a while. He was with Jean for a while. He was with Emma for a while. He's put in the practice. He's put in the research. He's put in the practice. I'm sorry, but Cyclops is good in bed. There's just no getting around it. Cyclops knows how to have sex. Yeah. He's maybe not the best lover. I will absolutely die on that hill. No question. Yeah, he's not going to be the absolute peak, but yeah, he knows what he's doing down there. Gives great cunnilingus. Yeah. You will never convince me that he isn't good at eating a woman out. He absolutely knows how to go down. And he enjoys going down because he loves to serve. So nah. Cyclops, no. No, absolutely not. No. Line, he can. Uh in the case of Wolverine, uh yeah, he's got so much experience, he absolutely knows what he's doing. Hey Vicky. Like Cyclops. Yep. He's done the reason. Lime, I had KFC for dinner. 2 centuries. Yeah. Well, yeah, Wolverine. And like Wolverine's benefit is that he can go hard and he can go a long time. All right, Bansy. We'll get it done. But thank you, Bansy. Put you in a timeout. Who the fuck is Cyclops? We're talking about X-Men, Vicky. Comic books. Not infinite hubris, but a lot. He's got a lot of stamina. Scotty Wolf. Pepsi, I'm not a big fan of. Joe Louis, I do enjoy, but they're too expensive. Ravishing? Again, no. Wolverine would not be a selfish lover either. Hey, West Coast Lass. Yeah, it has been a while. Yeah, Logan is not a selfish lover. I would say that Logan is somebody who knows what the woman wants and loves giving it to her. And like at times that can probably come across as selfish when he's just like going to town on her. But yeah, it's what she wants. It's what the woman wants, and he's giving her what she wants. Freak in the sheets? Nah. Selfish lover because he actively takes Jean from Scott. I mean, they're sharing. They're sharing right now. They're in a yeah. The three of them are in a polycool. Scott, Jean, Logan. Right now, they are a totally happy polycule, and good for them. Yes, Becky B. We're talking about comic book characters. Like, honestly, the only thing I'm not entirely sure of when it comes to that polycule is who tops between Scott and Logan. I can see it going. I can see it going either way. Yeah, with Scott topping Logan or Logan topping Scott, because those two are definitely having sex as well. Uh, Obviously, they're having sex as well. But I'm just not. I feel like it could go either way in terms of. Dandy is not banned. They are, Jimmy. They are. Is the thing technically always hard? You figure Logan tops? I'm inclined to think the same. That said, both of them bottom for Jean. Usually. Thanks, Charlotte. It's X. It's not X-Men sex that excites me, Shucks. It's X-Men. I enjoy talking about the X-Men, Shucks. Scott doesn't defend himself. And for Jean, both of them bottom. Both of them usually bottom. I would say that usually both of them bottom for Jean. Jean is a top. My thinking is like that Jean used to be like, yeah, when Scott and Jean first got together, they were $5,000 icky, not yen, dollars. Uh, yeah, when Scott and Jean first got together, they were pretty traditional. Jim, who's sleeping with Beast? Probably no one right now because he's an asshole right now. He's just awful these days. Yeah, when Scott and Jean first got together, they were very traditional, missionary position, all that. But these days, Jean absolutely tops. Jean also tops Emma. Like Emma, hey Wade Bowen. Emma's usually a top, except with Jean. Emma only bottoms for Jean and Storm because Storm is just like nobody tops Storm. Hey, Dillypole. Poor Rogue. Yeah, Storm is like the top of like the top. You cannot top Storm. So we're just having fun, Wade Bowen. I'm having fun at least. I like talking about comic book stuff and being stupid. You can't top her. Could see Jean pegging Scott. No, she's pegged. She has absolutely pegged Wolverine. No question, she's pegged Wolverine. Double. Surlive. It's Surlive toilet bowl. I will surlive. It's a pun. Does my back hurt? Yeah, it does hurt a little bit. Ugh. Ugh. Probably can. I mean, she's a fictional character, shucks. So that's a pretty moot question. Bucks. Want to know what's terrible, hubris? Canonically not. He has a wife and kids. Good sense of humor? I think I do. Apocalypse actually has a wife and children. Cool Titties has died now. I seem to be incredibly dull. Thank you. Trivial Pursuit. Oh, I mean, I would absolutely be down for Trivial Pursuit, but you know, play it where? There we go. I still hate the motivation. Like I honestly still hate that they changed his motivation for the movies. Like in all sincerity, Thanos simping for death was an objectively better motivation than what they gave him in the movies. Because the fact is, his motivation in the movies is stupid and it doesn't actually make sense. Like his plan makes no sense. I'm going to wipe out all life in the galaxy. Ha ha, done. Okay. Skip ahead 50 years. Guess what? Population is back exactly where it was. He solved nothing. His big victory was kicking the can down the road. That's all he actually accomplished. There's also that hubris. And there's also the fact that the big issue isn't actually scarcity of resources, it's unequal distribution of resources. Fact is, we actually have enough food to feed everyone on the planet. We just suck at distributing that food. But yeah, like the biggest issue I have with Thanos in a movie is that what's better than roses on your piano? I don't know, ravishing what? Tulips on your organ? Sure, Icky. But I mean, that's not really what I mean. I'm not saying that you have to feed other people. It comes down more to, honestly, it's actually more of a problem with just the way capital. Well, I don't want to say capital. It's not really like it's just a problem with the way that civilization works. All right. Good night, fangirl. Dandy and Icky's fangirl. So, yeah. Anywho, I am going to get myself a glass of water. I'll be back in a minute. All right. And now I have to poop or pee. I have to pee. So I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Just while I pee. All right, I'm back. Vicky, I think I might have mentioned it to her and she probably forgot. That or she doesn't. That or she has no idea who you even are. Who doesn't know who Icky is? Chantal, probably. How can she forget about you? Because you were out of her sight for 30 seconds. You know what a stoner she is. I'm pretty sure she forgets who I am most of the time. Hi, Melanie. No flop era. It doesn't. Nah, it doesn't. It honestly doesn't bother me. There are much worse habits she could have. I guess there have been times it's concerned me. There are times I worry about how much she consumes, but Dandy is not blocked. Yes, Chantal flushes. So, so tomorrow will be my very last Mass Effect 2 video. And Monday I start posting my Mass Effect 3 videos. Last time I went downstairs today, shucks. I went downstairs today. Briefly. One classy lady, you know it. Chantal needs me. I like this. I'm fine, Melanie. Why are the people asking me about Chantal? Eh, they want me to spill dirt. Chantal is requesting me. All right, give me a second to see what she wants. People are telling me you're asking for me. All right. What are you looking at? Casey. Just standing at the top of the stairs, looking. Like the creepy stalker that she is. Technically. I still consider this more of a side hustle, considering how little effort I put into it. I don't want to put effort into it. Okay. In that case, I'm going to go ban somebody. Liars. You're liars. 7, Juju, you're liars. Better strip those pants off. What happened? Juju and Sev told me that Chantel was asking for me, but they lied. They're liars. Charlotte, do I have a job? I do not. Ready for your spanking? You perverts. I've been rereading the webcomic Go Get a Roomie. Could have just texted me. I mean, yes, she could. But Melanie, yes, still moving. Next month. Hey, Irene. Yeah, the talk of spankings reminded me of Go Get a Roomie. That she does, astronaut. But she will also sometimes send her viewers to come get me. She does enjoy doing that, so. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to have to spend the next few months preparing for to start my Final Fantasy Let's Play. Symbiosis shucks. Need to put together a document of stuff that I need to say while I play that game. Jimmy? No, I'm starting with the original. I'm actually starting with the original Final Fantasy. The Steam version of it, the version that's on Steam. I'm not playing like the NES version. 7, 8, 9, I will be playing. I will get to those games. Eventually. Release all the Mass Effect videos. I got like 45. Yeah, I got 45 episodes for Mass Effect 3, so it'll take a while to get through them. Yeah, as far as that goes, I would rather like do just like the twice a week for my gaming videos. I suppose, given how little, well, nah, Final Fantasy would be good for lives too. Maybe. I don't know, Scotty Wolf. Maybe. You never know. People do watch weird shit. They watch us. Villa Boy is a terrible name. I've heard worse. How much is the rent? I forget. Six is so good. I never actually played six. I've played 3 and 4. I forget if I ever played, like, I forget if I ever played any of 5. I feel like I might have started 6, but not gone very far. And I played like the first third of 8. Yes, Irene, I did have supper. I just ordered KFC. I will say 12 is probably the one that I am sort of most worried about, just because of how different uh, the gameplay is for that one. Because like I like slower paced games. Like one of the things that I'm looking forward to, like with the Final Fantasy games, they do tend to be slower paced. Um, the turn-based battles means that you can sort of take your time, do some strategizing, plan stuff out. I did watch a Let's Play of 12, and can be slow paced. You can set a 13 to basically do anything with it. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll see when I get to it. I don't really remember the combat. Like I watched a Let's Play of 12. I don't really remember the combat from that Let's Play very well. Do I play a game with the same people, or is it an individual game against? It's like the games that I'll be like the games that I play. They're single player, so like I'm not doing any multiplayer, not playing with other people. So yeah, need to. I should start putting together the document of stuff I want to talk about while I play the Final Fantasy games, like all the details, all the trivia I want to mention, and I do have plenty of time for it though. Yeah, I'm looking forward to making my way through the Final Fantasy series. I'm on the fence about playing any sequels, like Final Fantasy 4 After Years or Final Fantasy X2. I'm sort of on the fence about those ones. If it really was the Final Fantasy, there would be no sequels. X2 is terrible. I can believe it. Hey, boo boo. Hey, boo boo. X2 sucks. Skip it. Yeah, like what about like I played a little bit of Final Fantasy IV After Years. Like I played some of the scenarios, and I don't know. I didn't really dig them. So probably Julia. Probably. Why shouldn't tell putting wigs on at 9 p.m. Because she's a very strange person. Okay. Like we've got it. Like there's some fruit flies. There's a couple of fruit flies in my room. Always a couple of fruit flies in my room. Doesn't even matter how many I kill. There's always like one fruit fly flying around here. Even when I kill it, there's another one pops up. Always just one. It's weird. I remember it was always the same at my mom's place. Like my mom's old place. In the basement, there'd always be one fruit fly, like at the computer in the basement. And like, once in a while I'd be able to like catch the fruit fly and kill it and be like, aha, there we go. That'll give me some peace. And then a couple minutes later, another fruit fly. Always just the one flying around. Always. So weird. I don't even know it, the song Dingle. Summer Cat's getting rid of most of my comics. I'm getting rid of most of them. I'll be keeping probably 2, maybe 3 boxes. I doubt it, Scotty Wolf. Sorry, Dingle. I just don't even know the song, so I can't help you there. My favorite superhero movie? Um, I don't know. The first Deadpool. I don't know. Bearing down the collection, pretty much. And it's just like that. I'm not going to be reading them again, so no point in holding on to them. Is sort of like what it comes down to. I'll keep the ones that like I absolutely loved. Like I'll be keeping, yeah, Ms. Marvel, Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. Scotty, what? I'm not confirming where we're moving, Scotty. Lily, I will not. I have no interest in true crime stuff, so don't think they've been looked at in 30 years. Yeah, Yeah, and it's just like they take up space pointlessly, so it's just fuck it. Like I'll be keeping all my like all the comics that I get like from creator owned, like that are creator owned comics. So all the Image comics I have, and I think I've got a couple from Aftershock and Chantel's on Omegle. Give me a second. Just needed to tell her to be careful because we remember what happened last time. Yeah, I suspect even if I was into true crime shit, I suspect I wouldn't watch the Dahmer show just because the families are not fans. Not on video. Oh, okay. So no chance of accidental dong this time around. We definitely don't want accidental dong again. Exploitation, yeah. I am not Dragonborn. I am not on any government benefits. I don't like tickles, boo boo. Not the same as nip slip. Yeah, nip slip is national emergency. Yeah. Must I Dragonborn? Guess what? I'm not. I receive no money from the government. Because I didn't, when I quit my job, I didn't even bother applying for any government benefits. So I'm not on unemployment or welfare or anything like that. Apparently so, Dragonborn. How am I making a living? I mean, I make a small amount of money from YouTube, really not much. A pittance, if I'm honest. And but no, mostly Mostly I live off Chantal's money. Podcast? No, I'm not listening to any podcasts. I'm not. I'm not a podcast person. I'm not. I just don't have that in me to listen to a podcast. Honestly, like I've tried podcasts in the past, and it's just can't do it. Yeah, I feel like that I just cannot listen to podcasts. Yeah, I do need to find a good audiobook. Same thing. Like I'm not an auditory person. So yeah, just podcasts, audiobooks, anything like that. It's just it doesn't work for me. I don't have the kind of brain that can listen to that sort of thing. Hellraiser. I mean, never been my thing. I'm not into horror, so it's never been my thing. Okay. All right. Candyman scared the crap out of me. Yeah, I never watched it. And we're hitting 2 hours, so this is about when I normally call it a night. Let's see. I want to check something. So Saturday is the first day of Halloween. Yeah. Wanted to see if any of the if I've got any games that would do stream. No. Wanted to see if I had any games on Steam that would sort of be good choices for October, but not really. I might consider. Like I might take another look through and see if I've got any that though it's a fit spooky month. Maybe. So I may potentially start a new game for October for my Saturday gaming streams. But yeah, regardless, I'll be back on Saturday for a gaming stream. I may or may not try to do something for Vlogtober. Like I might try to do something, have something up every day. We'll see. So no. Yeah, for now, I'm heading off. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching, and good night.